Presenting our national officials, or rather our officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Bobby Celso, national referee. Second referee, Mr. Herbert Matematico, Asian international referee. Let's call on our starting lineup from our Cignal HD Spikers. Let's begin with our team captain. He wears jersey number 8, Israel Wilson Marasigan. At number 2, Joshua Umandal. Wearing jersey number 4, Peter Denmar Torres. At number 7, John Paul Bugawan. Wearing jersey number 10, Wendell Miguel. At number 18, Gabriel E.J. Casanya. Starting libero, number 13, Manuel Sumangid. Head coach, Mr. Dexter Clamor. Calling on our NU Santa Elena Nationals. Team captain wear jersey number 13, Ave Joshua Retamar. At number 1, Angelo Nicolas Almendras. Wearing jersey number 10, Obed Mukaba. Wearing jersey number 11, Jade Alex Desquitado. Number 12, Renz Tagibolos. And number 18, Leo Aringo Jr. Starting libero, number 8, John Mariano Sumagi. Head coach, Mr. Dante Alinsunurin Jr. This is match number 76, the battle for the gold.
And we are just about ready to put the ball into play with the first serve. And your thoughts about the starting lineups, Neil?
As always, this has been the starting lineup for the Cignal HD Spikers for most of the time here in the Invitational Conference. And for the Nationals, we see Leo Aringo back in the fold. In his absence, it has been Ordiales occupying the right pin. But now both teams have set their starting 7 on stone already. And again, this is a knockout match for the gold medal in the Invitational Conference of our Spikers turf.
No best of 3, no 4 of 7, just one game. Parang Olympics gold medal match kagad. And that adds pressure and also a ton of adrenaline for both sides. The first serve is in play from Owa Retamar. The first strike is on target right away for the Cignal.
Very aggressive defensively. Itong Santa Elena Nationals, first point, they set up a 3-man block against Isay Marasigan. And in the past few games, Isay Marasigan has been quiet in terms of numbers. So let's see if EJ Casanya can actually bring out the best in Isay Marasigan today.
He could be very active here today. Casanya is the first setter and the first touch of the ball by the offense of NU Santa Elena is a point.
Budin will be coming off the bench. It's Jade Desquitado, one of their newest additions to this roster that will be playing the left pin.
And it was so necessary for NU to stretch their lineup in the course of the tournament because of the injuries they had to manage. In the meantime, that's part of team management. In the meantime, it's an easy over. Almendras reaches for it. The reverse by Retamar. It's off the blockers, and the second point of Santa Elena is registered.
Both the points of Santa Elena came from Leo Aringo. This is what they missed in the past few games. He has blossomed into a star player for the Nationals.
And it looks like he likes his sets a bit low and just above the net, so he can maneuver there. In the meantime, Umandal gets to it, and Sumagi unable to lift it high. Second point of Cignal is already in the books.
At some point, Santa Elena really has to figure out a way on how to contain the attacking of JP Bugawan.
Yes.
With their height advantage, I believe that they can actually get good rebounds. Because that was the problem of the other teams. Dahil nga merong height disadvantage, tapos napakataas nung leaping ability ni JP Bugawan. Hindi naaabot sa ibabaw.
The way to play Cignal on an even keel is to kick up your defense, actually. In the meantime, NU Santa Elena moves ahead 3-2.
Overreaching violation called on Jao Mandal.
The service in play. Casanya reverses. There's a joust. And net touch is called against NU Santa Elena. We're tied at 3.
That was the second point of Isay Marasigan. Got enough elevation and power to go through the defense of Jay Disquitado.
Two very able coaches calling the shots for each side. Of course, Dante Alinsonorin, full week of volleyball.
Very busy.
Full week.
3 straight finals games.
Alam mo, sinasabi ko nga sa kanya, nagpapalit-palit lang tayo ng t-shirt eh. In the meantime, Jay Disquitado with a gem of a shot down the line.
That is the reason why he's one of the hottest recruits in collegiate volleyball right now. He introduced himself really well when he was still in
Santa
high
Rosa.
school
Yeah,
here in the Spikers turf.
in the Santa Rosa
Yeah.
team, then moved over to the Navigators Iloilo, then found a spot and even an opportunity to go to school with NU doing well. Cignal's attempt is long, and the first 2-point lead of the game is already on the board.
Santa Elena is just pressuring the Cignal attackers to make mistakes on offense. The height itself can be the biggest intimidation factor para sa attackers ng Cignal.
Neil, with the experience of these two teams, will they be able to assert against each other what they want to do? Like, for instance, if NU, will they be able to impose themselves quickly on Cignal?
Right now, they're making a statement with their blocking. That's one of the toughest attacks to defend, yung slide attack ni Peter Torres. But
Yes.
Obed Mukaba was right up there one-on-one against the former Bulldog as well. So that's added motivation for Peter Torres because ito yung collegiate team niya eh.
Okay. And Torres, such a joy to watch when he does that slide. Here's the shot by Umandal, reached for by Disquitado. He will get a second serving and a drop. It's kept in the air by Umandal. Here comes Josh. It's in the air. No whistle we play on. In the meantime, it's going to be an attack. Drop. And read easily. Disquitado taps it over. And now, mark that as the 4-point lead. 4 straight points by NU Santa Elena.
Aside from youth, makikita mo rin yung volleyball IQ
Good
ng
point.
isang Jay Disquitado. 3-man block set up by Cignal. The libero wasn't able to position himself properly for that soft touch. And yan yung magandang matchup. Both teams have organized blocking patterns. A lot of 3-man blocks being set up by Cignal and Santa Elena.
Solid, and the digging elevated high. But was it, what's the call?
There was a net infraction on one of the blockers of Santa Elena. It was on Obed Mukaba, the right forearm grazed the tape of the net.
3-point lead by the Nationals here in the first set. Earlier today, we had the Japanese team winning the bronze medal against Saints and Latte Letran. The shot neutralized by the dig. Umandal, that punches through against two blockers, 2 straight points by Cignal.
Jao Mandal pulling back on power to get through the 3-man block of the Nationals. Right now, it's digging against digging.
Yeah.
Ang ganda ng depensa
Yeah.
na pinapakita ng two teams right now.
Lagay ko, nung practice before this, tumayo yung mga coaches doon sa net. Binagsak yung bola. Joust! Oh, Umandal beaten by a muscle there. And we arrive at the first technical timeout. It's 8-5. Santa Elena slightly ahead.
It's the finals of the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger is the song for the Cignal HD Spikers, as after falling short of the PNVF Championship, they are fully intent in not letting that happen again here in the Spikers Turf in the hands of NU. Sabi nga ni Coach Dexter Clamor, they are ready, they are well rested, all in 100% playing condition. Ang tanging kalaban lang nila dito ay complacency. On the side of NU, Coach Dante believes that while this is a different team compared to the championship team back in 2022, this team is on the championship level, as seen in the adversities and the injuries they overcame to get here. Meanwhile, Buds Budin is suited up for this game. He wants to play, but whether he will be playing or not will be game time decision for Coach Dante. Gentlemen?
That is a good option for Coach Dante. At any point in time, pwede mong bunutin si Budin on the bench.
Exactly. I remember 2 years ago, I asked the question, anong nickname yan? Sagot ni Dante sa akin, Buds. Wow. Very creative, sabi ko ganun. Samantala, umandal, NE's team down by 2. Josh with that rocket serve of his. Almendras, and it's down and out. Peter Torres somersaults on the floor.
That might be a liability in terms of blocking. We know that EJ Casanya is the shortest in terms of height. And that's why he will be one of the targets of the attackers of the left pins of the Nationals. And Oare Tamar knows how to utilize that left pin.
Just a fact of life in volleyball. And the quick counter. Torres. Almendras had to hang on to the net to avoid overextending his knee, actually. And it is currently 9-7. Peter Torres is in your picture, and he will serve for all of us. Into the net it goes.
Toss was a bit awkward for Peter Torres. And every time you go to a jump serve, yung toss yung unang importante. You need to throw it up at a proper height so that you can go for a proper approach and the right timing.
It has to feel right.
Yeah.
No? Pag nag-alangan, wala eh. Hindi mo pwede ibagsak yung bola na nun eh. And both teams exchange service errors. Casanya, when the rotation of Cignal has gone full throttle already, as Casanya is serving. Retamar. Sumangi just making it look so simple, and down the middle we go.
Excellent dig coming from Manuel Sumangin in transition to that pipe attack para kay Jao Mandal. He has also been one of the best players that we've seen in recent years for the Philippine team.
Yes, and lots of energy being provided. It's on the ground, and it's a point.
You just can't love men's volleyball at this level.
This is like a grab, no, not grab, but a taximeter gone wild on both ends of the city.
Yeah, both teams are evenly matched.
Yeah, that's why I asked you at the top of the telecast, how do you now play against a team that you're so familiar with? It's both a strength and a weakness, actually. In the meantime, off the block, and we will now have the 10th point of the HD Spikers.
Cignal HD inching closer. Just 1 point behind the Nationals.
Earlier, a 4-0 run by Santa Elena. It made it 7-3, but that thing is a thing of the past already. 1 point lead, as Neil pointed out. Desquitado makes it a 2-point lead.
Only one blocker against Jade Desquitado. The two setters have been impressive on that second touch. Kaya there are a couple of times already na makakakita tayo ng mga single block coverages from both ends.
You know what I love about Jade Desquitado? His take-off, his approach. It's so explosive. Drop, rejected at the net. Set up now. Long on the strike by Isay Marasigan, but this is the check. They will challenge, most likely. The players feel it's a check ball.
Yes, there's a check ball, sabi nga ni Oben Mukaba. So the challenge won't push through.
I think that they're saving their challenges.
Yes.
Might as well in the spirit of the game also.
And when you're in the lead, you don't want a long lull in terms of waiting.
That's even better point, you know.
So it's better to just give the point directly to Cignal HD and the go for the next point.
That's why Coach Dante talked to Mukaba. Yes, yes, no, yes, no. And they agreed that there was a check. Score is 12-11. Oh, I love the way Retamar checked the horizon. Did you see that drop of the eye? Then he turned around and gave it to a reverse.
We know that the system of Coach Dante is really isolation in the wings, but itong si Owa Retamar, he really knows kung kailan mo dapat gamitin yung mga middle blockers ng Nationals.
Hindi dapat lagi-lagi kundi huli ng blocker yan sa gitna. Samantala, ito yung pagbabalik ni Leo Aringo. Siya nag-serve. Whoa! One of the most powerful shots that goes straight to the ceiling.
Crazy rebound on the block. It hit the speakers. Way up in the air. Point for Isay Marasigan.
And Isay will be serving. Look short. Oh, but they get a crawler in the net. And we are tied.
Serves will also play a big part in both teams' championship run because we know na kayang sumabay ng Nationals sa atake. Kayang-kaya rin nila kumuha ng mga kill blocks, but who will receive better?
Yes.
That might be the difference in today's game.
You had mentioned the digging earlier. It might be a factor. And it will be with the way both sides like to overpower each other. Regalo! Down the middle we go.
It was a good dig coming from Wendell Miguel, but what about that hit of Jade Desquitado? He was faced with a three-man block, but he was still able to hit it above the blockers. And that regalo for Owa Retamar was already a sure point for the Nationals.
Sarap para sa center yun, no? Kung minsan ganadong-ganado ka pumalo rin. 14-13. To the open area from the pipe. No, he went open. Kicked in play. Oh!
That is the influence of Japanese volleyball to the Philippines. That fake set to the center, EJ Casanya. That was a power play coming from Cignal HD. Now double substitution will be called. Make that a triple substitution. Jewel Asia, Lloyd Josafat, and Shumason and Jega coming in all at the same time.
Nililinaw lang ng ating second referee, si Herbert Matematico, kung higpit na dito kaysa sa immigration talaga yung procedure. Kasi ang inahabol po natin dito yung rotation kasi para malinaw. So permission granted, passports cleared, and we are underway with the serve of Jao Manda. It's been a close first set here on championship night. Overpass, pero hindi na lang binira o na regalo. Oh! Oh! And they got that.
This will be a lead change for Cignal HD. They've been trailing for most of the time here in set number 1, but after that Josafat hit, it's now 15 serving 14.
And it's their first time to taste the lead, as you pointed out. Two straight points by the HD Spikers. That flies over the net. Regalo. Rejected. Almendras. Battle, 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 and yes, they get it on a disguise hook.
Mukhang magkakabanggaan pa si Owa Retamar and Obed Mukaba for that 1-2 play. But Mukaba found that sideline. Now we're tied at 15.
And this is going to take a while. Each point will be battled for ferociously, feverishly. And that's what you get with Mukaba. Either you make it or you won't. And it's Cignal in the lead as we hit the second technical break. Okay, this is going to be a great battle between two great setters, Neil.
Now, this is one of the matchups that we are looking forward to seeing. EJ Casanya against Joshua Retamar. Napakalapit ng statistics nila. It's 5.7 excellent sets per set for Casanya. 5.6 for Owa Retamar. And that's why they are the top dogs here in the Spikers turf.
You're looking at, let's say, bawat laban is about 3 sets each that they won. You're talking about 15 excellent sets. At least pag-apat na set, 20. Pag 5, do the math. Doon lang ako magaling sa math. Counting excellent sets. 16-15 tally. Volleyball season just about ready to say goodbye to 2023. But what a season it has been. And it will be marked by a great game here tonight featuring our Spikers turf titled Titans. Blocked. Desquitado with a nice dig. Almendras. Did he get the angle? Yes, he did. Challenge.
Yeah, Coach Dexter Clamor will be challenging that call. Wendell Miguel was confident that it was out of bounds, but Owa Retamar saw that it hit the line. So we do need to check the replay now. Wendell Miguel is checking the mark on the floor.
Ano yan, tennis? Hindi, kung saan lumanding yung bola naman. Again, it's been a great season. With still we end tonight here in the Spikers turf, and the PBL continues. So may trabaho pa si Dante Alinsanoro tomorrow.
We'll be at the Smart Araneta Coliseum for Game 2 of the finals of the PBL. Chocomucho against Creamline.
And Dex Clamor, what a job he has done for Cignal. Looking for an unblemished record here in the Spikers turf. Of course, there was that hump or the hiccup in the PNBF, but that was a hard USD team to beat also. That we got to give it to the team of Coach Ojimamon there. In the meantime, what is taking so long? Here it comes. Pag nawala yung graphics, usually ready na tayo. Usually. Madalas dyan, mali ako eh. Yan. Basa mo.
Yes, that is inside. So point will go to Santa Elena NU.
And we are tied. We've been tied at 13, 14, 15, and 16. This is going to be a tightrope walk to all the finishes of the set, to 25. Walang madali rito. So, Owa will be serving.
And this is the last game of the year for Cignal and NU.
Oh, Almendras, mali ang position ng kamay ko.
2 for 2 for Lloyd Yosapat. That's it for 2 players. So Cignal double substitution will come back.
Yosapat and Asia go out. Familiar pattern ni Coach Dex. He likes to use Jewel Asia very often in the course of the battle. Gives him a taller setter. And Balasa as well. Oh, Leo's shot is outside. Oh, tough angle. It's a 2-point lead by Cignal. What is the issue?
There is a confusion on the side of Cignal. There was a touch on one of the blockers, so point will swing back to the Nationals.
And so we are tied at 17. We've been tied 5 times since it was 12-10. That seems like a long time ago. Well set. And that is not a problem for JP Bugawan, who gets himself going here.
JP Bugawan still unmatched in the middle blocker position.
Here's Wendell Miguel. Ooh! Medyo ad-lib at broken play. And Sumagi unable to elevate it. 2-point lead. All of a sudden by Cignal, and Dante Alinsanoro needs to huddle up with his squad.
Signal ang gawin mo. Atake mo siya rito, tapos dito meron. Meron ka dyan, ha? Okay. Yan naman, importante yan. Para sila. Siyempre, ang block natin, huwag natin kunin sa taas. Mababa lang ang daan ng bola. Kunin nyo lang muna. I-penetrate lang muna tayo. Ha? Sige. Let's go!
Until Sunurin makes the game very simple.
Yeah.
Very simple.
He's always straight to the point. He wants little adjustment dun sa blocking pattern ng NU. He wants them to lower the hands. Kasi ang baba ng daan ng bola rather. So
Yeah.
sa forearm sa gilid dumadaan.
And in the heat of the game, when the players are thinking of many things, it's good to have the message clear and simple and direct very often. 2-point lead by the HD Spikers of Cignal here in the home stretch of the opening set of championship night. 19-17. Miguel will continue to serve. In play. Desquitado overpass and they get burned. Marasigan capitalizing.
This has been the difference in this first set. There are a couple of lapses on the passing of the Nationals
Exactly.
compared to Cignal HD.
And now that's a 3-0 run by Cignal here at a critical stage of this first. Desquitado gets it back on the set. Elevated by Almendras. They go the other way and the block is secure.
Monster block this time from Jao Mandal. Now Cignal HD establishes a 4-point lead.
That's my favorite part of Mandal's game, the block.
Yeah.
It's so authoritative when it is well placed.
He improved so much in the
Yes.
passing department alongside yung blocking.
Desquitado shot, regalo, drilled in by Leo Ringo.
Every time Cignal HD gives an overpass dito sa Nationals, they quickly convert.
That 4-0 run of Cignal is stymied rather, and it's check. All good set. Ooh, but problematic.
Mistimed.
Hindi tama ang basa ng dalawa. Both attacker and spiker.
JP Bugawan went for an A-quick approach, but the set was in the B-quick area.
We have a timeout. Time to listen in to Dex Clamor, I guess.
JP back weak, isa ay 5. Diskitado dito, kaya-kaya ng isa yan. Pero pag pumunta dito yung bola, yaw. Eh, pag nag-back weak, 5, nandito yung bola kay Jao. Jao, you have 2 options. Keep cross.
Yes. Let's go.
The players wanted to get back onto the court very quickly. Yes, coach. Yes.
They're 4 points away from taking first blood here in the gold medal match.
Their 4-0 run might prove to be the big difference here. Although the last 2 points have been scored by the Nationals. That's on target, and Umandal has been the land title owner of that part of the floor.
He has been the best option here in the first set. Jao Mandal contributing in different departments.
Yung dalawang libero, you're going to make most likely a mistake. Ano? Sumagi and sumanggid. But ball up, nil, ilang.
Again, misreceive from the Nationals will give that point to Cignal HD. Coach Dante will call for his last timeout.
Hindi, kunin mo. Ngayon, ang gawin mo, mag-usap kayo kung ano gagawin. Kung bibitawan, di ba, ikukuha. Okay, mag-usap ba? Mag-usap. Sige.
You get the feeling that Dante Alinsunurin is not looking at only this first set. He's looking ahead to the remainder of the match with that bit of instruction. There is Neil, unbothered by everything. He couldn't care less. He knew that it was not going to hit him.
Right now, Cignal is really putting their efforts on the service deck. They've forced the Nationals to commit 3 or 4 mistakes on the first pass already.
Yes.
And yun yung nagiging difference kasi magkalapit lang talaga in the other skill sets.
Because both sides have managed to serve well here in the first. In the meantime, the Nationals snatch back a point and stay in contention. Ordiales and Bellustrino will come in for the first time, and Bellustrino will be the setter.
Ordiales has come up big also for the Nationals
Yes.
in the absence of Leo Aringo. And look at the height. Halos magkasing tangkad lang sila ni Obed Mukaba. So most probably, EJ Casanya will be targeting the left pin of Santa Elena.
Yeah. Okay, on target. And we arrive at set point.
The captain getting a point, and that will be set point for the HD Spikers.
Exactly. Marasigan serve is in play, and a hole. 1 set point save.
When you have a height like that, it's very easy to play volleyball pagdating sa atake talaga eh.
And here's a bit of a freeze from Dex Clamore, and let's see what he has up his sleeve here.
Pedro, tiwala ka ha. Running long, believe me. Dadalawa yan dito eh. Dadalawa yan dito. Expect nila magra-running short ka. So running long. Okay? Pag dito yung...
Mabasa kami maganda, kuya.
EJ, pag dito yung bola, either dito or doon. Kakaintindihan?
Okay.
Ready lang. Hindi, pag dito nga yung bola. Pag dito yung bola, i-8 mo.
Okay.
Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go!
Go, go! Kami makista. Signal! Signal!
Kita mo yung adrenaline ng mga player, ano? Parang, okay. Lamang kasi, no? Kaya ganado eh.
In the men's game, yung 3 points, medyo malaki na yan. It's not as easy to really mount your comebacks. But it's not impossible.
Oh, we've seen a couple of strange things, and there's another set point save, the second.
These are the high-impact plays that can actually erase the lead for Cignal HD.
Exactly. Mandal, Casanya, Torres, and that's blocked away. Almendres has been unlucky in that corner, and at the end of the first set, it belongs to the Cignal HD Spikers. They take a first step towards a possible title here. It is 25-22 after the first set. We'll have more action coming your way here on finals night after this. We are moments away from the start of the second set, and it gives us an opportunity to review that first set, which was won by Cignal 25-22. Good start actually by the Nationals. They had as much as a 4-point lead, but didn't last very long.
They only need to make minor adjustments on that first pass because it was really a tight first set. It was a scattered effort on both ends. Cignal had a lot of contributions from Isay Marasigan and Jao Mandal. And for NU, when you take a look at the points scored, it's Aringo, Mukaba, and Desquitado all having 4 points each. So everybody is really chipping in. Everybody is helping the cause of their own squads. But at this point, pagdating sa championship, magkakatalo sa maliliit na bagay. The minor details will always make the difference.
It's
19 attacks.
It's the little things.
Yeah, 19 attacks for Cignal compared to the 15 of Santa Elena. But in terms of blocking, Santa Elena did better. And they can bank on that department to score a couple of points. We saw emphatic blocks from their organized pattern.
Despite the fact that Almendras missed out on 2 blocks earlier. As we welcome you to the second set, Cignal taking the first, breaking the ice, drawing first blood and all of the above, 25-22. More or less the same unit is on the floor for Cignal. Same thing on the other side for NU Santa Elena. And we are just about ready to continue. Referee Bobby Celso is up there, and downstairs Hubert Matematico. If you were to change some things in the NU game, what would you recommend?
Well, Cignal has been targeting the outside hitters of NU. A while ago, we saw shank passes coming from Jade Desquitado and Nico Almendras. So the libero can actually get more space or commit to a bigger space para mas kontrolado niya yung pasa.
That might be helpful, and Marasigan is denied access. It's 2-0 for NU Santa Elena.
Great ball from the Nationals, preventing that attack from Isay Marasigan.
All dressed up and really nowhere to go in that last exchange. It's 2-0 here in the second. Almendras. Sumagi. Nagtiptoe bigla si Isay. Bullet, and 3 straight points now by NU Santa Elena here to open the second set.
The good thing about set number 1 is that it wasn't a blowout set.
No,
it was really close. Only 3-point difference. So in terms of confidence, hindi naman masyadong maaapektahan itong NU.
Reverse. And look at this. Here's another 4-0 run.
They continue to get points from their net defense.
And right behind them are the NU Santa Elena dancers. Pipe attack kept in play. Ratamar sets. Umandal, you were talking about his digging. Hindi pinilit. Walang elevation. Walang altitude. Bitin.
Yeah, that's too low of a set from Ratamar.
Cignal scores its first point. Sumanggit may have hurt his elbow in the previous play. He was flexing it. Desquitado, Retamar, Desquitado. Galing umanat ng angulo ni Desquitado.
And he was the one who got that first ball. And pag mataas yung pasa from an outside hitter, it's very easy for him to transition sa offense.
Parang pinasa mo sa wall eh. Parang you were practicing your own digging. 5-1 score. Oh, good counter.
Bullet from Isay Marasigan. I was about to say that Cignal is now having some inconsistencies pagdating sa first ball. But being a veteran, Isay Marasigan also knows how to deal with out-of-system plays.
And being so experienced, they'll calm down at a certain point and, hey, let's pass the ball better here. But Tamar setting up Mukaba. And that is solidly hit. 62.
What makes Santa Elena deadly is really the setting style of Oaretamar. He can go to high balls, walang problema sa outside hitters, kahit na three-man block, they always execute well. But he can also instantly shift to low-fast setting.
Or even go outside and set it high. And on target goes Mandal.
Right now, Isay Panasigan is the leading scorer for Cignal. Umandal is the second leading scorer with 6 points.
Currently, it's 3 against 6. First set, if you just joined us, won by Cignal at 25-22. Oh, this get out of quite a gem, really.
That will build his confidence. Kahit na siya yung tina-target, but when he gets these attack points in,
and we've seen him when he's frustrated. Yung when he's off, when he can't score that easily. Here he is serving. Mandal hooks it, and he saw the second blocker actually. That was near the line. Tingnan nyo to. Take us through this, Neil.
Ciao Mandal. It was a high set coming from EJ Casanya. It was just an adjustment mid-air. And nagsisi nga si Oaretamar because he could have let go of that block.
Oh, yeah, more than anything else. Excellent slow-mo work by the team of Director Raul De Ocampo. Ay, home run. Yun lang ang sort of shortcoming ni Jao Mandal. Ang score po natin 8-4, technical ceasefire.
It's NU versus Cignal here in the Spikers Turf Finals. For the first time since he injured his right shoulder, Leo Aringo started for NU Santa Elena in this game. And actually, Sir Sev and Neil, today is a big day for Leo dahil ito ang kauna-unahang pagkakataon na naglaro si Leo for NU in a championship game. He didn't get to do that in the UAP season sa 85. Kwento niya nga, he may not be 100% physically, he still feels pain in his right shoulder, but he is more than 100% mentally dahil gusto niya suklian yung tiwala, yung kumpiyansa that Coach Dante gives him even when he was still recovering. Gentlemen?
Good story, and thank you very much. Doreen's Baguio. Miguel rejected, but the block sends it outside to make it 8-5. Parang yun ang mga differences sa game na to, yung where the blocks are placed. Torres will be served. Go ahead.
Cignal is in the same position that they were in set number 1.
Yes, 8-5. It is the same score. There was also that 4-0 run. On target, makes it 9-5.
It's a big hole in the defense of the HD Spikers in that last sequence.
You're absolutely correct. There was a 4-0 run in this first set, but it was erased by Cignal. And then at the top of the second set, another 4-0 run. But still, they have a 4-point lead. That's NU. On 2. Ricocheted high. Return. Elevated by Tagabelos. Yes!
Leo Aringo from the right, giving the Nationals a 5-point lead against the HD Spikers.
Which is the biggest lead that they have enjoyed in the course of this match. Retamar will serve. We had expected this to be close and tight. There was no hopes of 3 sets, not tonight. Oh, good skid that time by Umandal. Elevated high, Almendras will adjust in the air, and he gets it.
This is the biggest lead established by the Nationals. Coach Dexter will call for his timeout.
Okay, bakit ba nararattle? Nararattle sa pasahan. Bakit ba walang presence of mind sa road block? Championship game ito. Do or die ito. Hindi pwedeng ganyan. Kung focus, dapat 100% nandiyan sa laro. Okay, hindi yan. Masyado na malayo yung hangin. Unti-unti natin. Pare, kailangan lang makareceive tayo. Pag may pass tayo, makakatama tayo. Let's go, let's go.
Neil Flores was correct, and the biggest lead so far erected by the NU Santa Elena Nationals is this current lead, 6-pointer at 11-5. Retamar is still there in the service area. Malakas lang. Malakas.
It was a good timeout from Coach Dexter Clamore. He was just reminding his players that this is a championship match.
Ang ganda ng unang tanong niya, ba't nararating?
They're already up by 1 set. You need 3 sets to close out the Nationals. So you cannot stop until you get into that 3rd set win.
And a 6-point lead is restored off the efforts of Nico Almendras. Glad you're joining us here tonight. Championship night, Sev Sarmiento, Neil Flores, Doreen Soy Baguio, taking care of your broadcast here, wherever you're catching us on One Sports Plus, and Pilipinas Live, of course. In the meantime, Almendras, if you're just joining us, first set went the way of Cignal, 25-22. Here's the set for Marasigan. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Double block, no problem for the team captain. Clean hit to zone number 1 for Isay Marasigan.
This is how a Boeing jet flies through some turbulent skies in the smallest of passageways. 12-7 tally here. Quick counter. Tagabilos.
He has had the least number of attack opportunities. I think he is 2 for 2 on that hit, on that quick attack.
Team B siguro ito. No?
Yeah.
Tatangkad.
These are the upcoming players for the Nationals. It's all about continuity pagdating sa programa ni Coach Dante.
Where he finds these tall guys, you know, huh? Tagabilos scored earlier, but now the serve will return to Cignal. Cignal still down by 5 here in the second. JP Bugawan's service in play. Whoa, 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 Bukaba. Tough angle.
You can see the effectivity of the setting of Retamar. Ang daming single block coming from Cignal HD. And that is uncharacteristic of this squad. They're known to be organized blockers, but one against an attacker of NU that will truly give you problems. Now the block party is up. Retamar getting a monster block against Jao Mandal. In terms of service errors, mas madami ang NU.
Yeah.
They already have 4 registered errors in that department. For Cignal, 2 pa lang. But right now, this is a 7-point lead for the Nationals.
Which is the biggest lead that has been enjoyed by the Nationals. Now that will not work. Cignal finally gets to point number 9 of Sapat, comes back in, Jewel Asia, and also Jiga.
It's the same triple substitution. Nasanay tayo sa 2 lang but for the Cignal squad, this is the first time that I'm seeing a triple substitution.
Chun Jiga is seeing action for the second time here. 59 tally here. Nicely elevated. Tip. I'm not surprised Sandy Montero is seeing action as the other libero. Nakita ko si Sumangid kanina medyo parang sinabi niya sa coach, ihandaan niyo si Montero. In the meantime, Chum gets something down the middle.
Just what they needed. Jewel Asia, perfect connection there with Chumason and Jigha. for a powerful, quick attack.
Actually, for Cignal, I like when Asia comes off the bench. He provides offense right away and instant activity. Uli. Elevated. Ang ganda ng habol ni Aringo, and we are still in play. The set by Jewel. Down the middle with dance.
That is 2 for 2 for Chumason and Jega. That will force Coach Dante to talk to his players.
And because 3-0 has been the scoring run of Cignal of late.
Balik ulit tayo. Guys, kanina pa naman yan. Panay big quick. Tumulong naman. Tulong, pre. Tulong, ha? Maximize lang, ha? Okay? Guys, ito lang yung problema natin. Kapag nag-kero tayo, maximize lang. Okay? O, adjust na tayo ulit. Isang magandang receive lang, pre. O, takit na. Ikot tayo. National yun.
Oh, sabi ng isang kaibigan natin, may comment siya. Oh.
These are the tweets from our volleyball community at Jade. Ang saya ng Spikers Turf Championship match. Hashtag Spikers Turf 2023. We also have from Min. What a rally. What a game. Grabe, barog na barog talaga mga plays ng both teams.
Barog na barog. Oh, ito pa.
We have one more from Daniel Bautista. What a point. Foot save by Peter Torres. Set by Jao Mandal. And an attack from EJ Casanya.
Maraming salamat sa inyong panunood. Ano sabi nito?
That is my tweet, a live tweet from this coverage. And I am inviting everybody to watch us on all of our channels and networks.
Isa pa, papaluin ko na yan. Bigyan niyo ako ng isang magandang set yan. Ito, porto natin lang naman ngayon na Cignal. Pati ikaw, nakikitweet ka.
From a 7-point lead, they're down to 3.
Isn't it called X nowadays?
X, yes, that is correct.
Oh, look at this! Look at this!
Dito papasok yung kabataan ni Jay Disquetado. He has been the target a while ago. He was in control, but now he's making a couple of lapses on defense and offense. And Jewel Asia, being a smart setter, knows who to target.
5-0 run. Montero unable to hook it cleanly into the playing area. Oh! Oh, nowhere to go for Bocaba. And Antigua is delighted.
This is now a 1-point ball game. Chumason and Jega coming off the bench, waxing hot. 3 straight points.
All part of a 6-0 run by Cignal. It was 15-8 earlier. Oh, finally the run comes to an end. And we arrive at the second technical timeout. We shall be back with your Spikers Turf. We'd like to talk about two very good players right now, Neil.
In the Challenge Cup, we saw limited minutes from Wendell Miguel due to a back injury, but he played here in the semifinals of the Spikers Turf, garnering 38 points, while Nico Almendras garnered 51 points. To si Wendell Miguel, his biggest contribution would be his stability on the defensive end. He got a lot of digs a while ago. Nakita naman natin yon sa mahabang rallies. But for Nico Almendras, it's also an all-around performance. 51 big points. That's 2 sets in total in the semifinals na pinuntos niya.
Parang 1 against 6 ang laban. 16-14. Yeah. NU Santa Elena thanking its lucky stars that they were able to notch that point, but now they've scored 2 in a row. They create some separation again. They lead by 3 after losing as much as a 7-point lead. In the meantime, the set. Yes, Osafat has provided points coming off the bench.
Jewel Asia, Lloyd Josafat, and Chumason and Jigha. 3 game changers for Cignal HD. They were able to cut this deficit to 2. And even with a 2-point lead, you can feel the pressure on the side
absolutely.
of the Nationals.
Umandal. Retamar goes to Desquitado and hits the ground.
No blockers there for Jade Desquitado. Inalalayan pa niya yung power in that back row hit.
Tinitingnan ni Wendell Miguel yung coaches kasi niya. Wala pang net touch. Wala daw. Here's the serve. Mokaba likes to do this. He got distracted. He got distracted by I don't know what. The toss was bad.
Yeah.
And everything, as you mentioned, it starts with the toss.
The toss will always dictate the tempo of your approach. So if masyadong mababa, of course, kailangan mo nang i-control yung hit.
Double block. Solid. 2 points in a row by Cignal.
That was Lloyd Josafat teaming up with JP Bugawan.
You know, Josafat is a good player coming off the bench also. There's just some players who are like that.
He was the best player for UE during his collegiate years. And alam naman natin itong Cignal continuously beefing up their lineup.
Oh, good counter. Desquitado says, huwag muna kayong magdiwang dyan. Andito pa kami.
They're just keeping a safe distance between them and the HT Spikers.
Parang pa-jab-jab lang muna, no? Pero ito yung Cignal. Mahirap pagka naka-hook ito eh. And Retamar is going to serve for all of us. That is bounced upon. Patong na patong yung tira na yun.
That's it for the substitutions and second stringers of Coach Dexter Clamor. You see why the depth of the bench is very important in every team. For Coach Dante, he has been sticking to the usual starters. Wala pang masyadong subs.
But it's so true for these two teams, that point you just made. Aljaz, naging set. Oh! It's inside. What an angle to work with.
Quick thinking there from Leo Aringo.
Naway nag-i-enjoy kayong lahat sa panonood ng championship night ng Spikers. Saan man nyo kami nasusundan ni Neil Flores at ni Doreen Suay Baguio. Seb Sarmento po nag-uulat para sa inyong lahat. Ito ang set sa gitna dinaan.
Full swing there for JP Bugawan. They're continuing to put pressure on the defenders of the Nationals, and they're looking to break the receiving pattern of Santa Elena. Still a 1-point ball game.
Leading pa rin ang NU Santa Elena. And we have Miguel and his serve. Lumampas. Broken na broken yung play. And play pa rin. Retamar makes it a set. A drop! Cleanly done by Desquitado.
You'll be surprised. Sobrang bata pa ni Jay Desquitado, but he already knows how to compete with experienced players.
I'm not that young, he seems to be saying, in terms of volleyball IQ.
Yeah.
And so far, Neil is so correct. And you just jabbing away, keeping Cignal at bay here in the second. Oh, that one does not hold.
Small gap between the blockers of the Nationals exploited by Isay Marasigan. Cignal can't seem to get over this 1-point lead.
Yes.
They need to set up their blocking.
That's the river they cannot seem to cross here in the second set. But let's see. Retamar. Desquitado. And you were saying?
Back-to-back points for Jade Desquitado. Now, this is a double sub. Velostrino and Ordiales coming in to provide more options sa harapan.
Second time for them to come into the game, actually. 22-20 is the count.
before Oaretamar decided to play again for the Nationals, it was Belostrino who was setting for Santa Elena.
He was holding the fort for them, no? In the meantime, the set in play. Referee Celso not blowing his whistle, but finally it ends with Cignal getting the point.
I thought that Santa Elena would call for a block touch challenge in that hit of Isay Marasigan, but mukhang
The opportunity
they were
is,
half-hearted.
hindi sila sigurado eh. What a second set.
13 points for Marasigan. Oh, crucial error.
And that 1 point you were talking about, they cannot get over that hump. In the meantime, it's 23-21. There's a challenge here.
Coach Dexter will buy some time. I believe that was clearly outside.
But we all know that it's a strategic ploy as well, you know. Getting his team without calling a timeout to calm down. Yung music na yan, ano, parang ano eh. Parang
Mission
may balita eh, di ba? Di ba? Sa ibang mga balita, naalaman natin ang Cignal ay humahabol sa larong ito. 22-21. Lamang pa rin ng NU Santa Elena. By ulat. Ito. Hala. Out naman talaga eh.
It was outside. So Coach Dexter just wanted a little bit of time for the HD Spikers to regroup.
Ay, dalawa ang lamang pa rin ng kupunan ng NU Santa Elena. 23-21. Mahaba-haba hong journey ito. Kung hindi pa kayo kumakain, kumain na kayo. Sabayan nyo na rin kami. Umandal, handled well. Chance. Hindi pinilit ni Almendras. Tinaas. Ay, mintis. What a lively exchange. Umandal! And listen to this crowd roar!
Jao Mandala. What a timely, sharp cross. Got past the double block of Ordiales and Mukaba. Also got past the defensive efforts of Sumagi. Babalik ngayon si Oaretamar with Aringo.
How close is close. That's why it's championship night, and that's why both these teams are here. These fierce rivals of men's volleyball.
Can you imagine if this was a best of 3 series?
I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't mind as well.
I wouldn't mind as well. Next, Clamor is talking to Wendell Miguel. Oh, he got it. And we arrive at set point for NU.
Nicole Mendras coming up clutch here in the final moments of set number 2.
And here comes the coach's freeze. They always call that timeout at 24. It's a freeze. Let's try to sneak in and bring in our microphone.
Pasa muna. For sure kasi maganda naman ang dito sa open. Dikit pa rin. Ayaw mo sumiksik dito. Ayaw pag dito yung bola may 8 or may kwenta kay Gao. Okay? Pag dito yung bola, dikit pa rin. Okay? Isang side out lang. All 24. Sa atin to. Let's go!
Hey, coach! Dalawa. Hey, Cignal! Pasok!
So near, yet so far. This is actually the situation NU finds himself in, especially against such a fierce rival like the Cignal HD Spikers, serving at set point.
Oh,
we are done.
an attack error will end set number 2. Santa Elena NU equalizes here in this gold medal match.
And it's the identical score at 25-22. What's going to break? What's going to decide this? You got to be here to find out. How close is close? Look at the scores. You can take it
Yeah.
from there.
It's the same, 25-22, set number 1 and set number 2. And in that second frame, Disquitado really showed the way for the Nationals. He showed everybody why he is the top recruit in college. He's now at 13 points, pacing all the scorers of the Nationals. And the momentum really shifted in that second set. NU had a 7-point lead, but when the Cignal HD Spikers went to their triple substitution, they were able to bring the lead down to 1. But they weren't able to close it out in the end as Jao Mandal committed that unforced error. This is what the championship match is all about. Santa Elena now taking control of the attacking department, 18-14.
And I like the fact that we're serving well.
Yeah. No service aces on both ends,
Yeah.
so everybody is really focused on giving their setters a good first ball.
So far, I can count with one hand an unofficial count of service mistakes. 2 or 3 lang ang bilang ko actually. So what's gonna give in a game like this, Neil? Is it will? Is it determination? I don't like to use the expression, who wants it more? Is it experience? Is it gusto? I don't know.
For me, yung panapos talaga yung pinaka-importante because we've seen these the teams establish their own versions of a lead.
Yes.
Pero walang safe na lead pagdating sa championship match, especially this is a knockout. 7-point lead, 5-point lead, the other team will come back. So again, it will all boil down to that final blow in the last moments of every set. Cignal's leading scorers is Isay Marasigan with 13, Jao Mandal with 10 points also. Cignal is at a 51% attack conversion rate efficiency, and itong NU nasa 52%. So,
sigurado ka sa percentages ngayon, ha?
malapit, I'm sure. This time I'm sure.
Bilis ng araw, ano? Kung kailan lang nasa ilo-ilo tayo. Namantala, 2-0 ang ating bilang dito. Sumagi flying for it. Sumagi on the other end. Middle pipe attack. Sumagi falls back. Oh, good exchange. Look at this. Digging. Oh, finally, Disquitado has held a hot hand.
Again, Owa Retemar giving so much confidence to this youngster. And it doesn't matter if he has a couple of inconsistencies pagdating sa passing, pagdating sa scoring, dun siya bumabawi. And Owa Retemar is just milking the production of Jade Disquitado.
Tama yung sabi mo nila, walang lead na sigurado. Timo, 2-0, burado agad. No second set, 7-point lead, burado din. Pero yung 1 point, no, hindi ba itawid ng Santa. Parang ayaw pagbigyan. Absus, ilang points na si
14,
Disquitado?
all from attacks.
Oh boy, thank you very much. Lumusot. And Bugawan delighted over that development.
This is how all the sets will pan out. But this is such a treat, especially for those here live. It's always a different experience when you watch men's volleyball live.
And I'm sure you out there, whether you're watching on your gadget or watching on your television sets, we're glad that you're with us. Disquitado missed. He knew it. Suddenly, another 2-point lead by the HD Spikers at the top of this third set. I made the score sheet for 5 sets.
Well, we're ready. This is the last game, the men's division.
Disquitado. Oh, but the Umandal hammer time is there. And it's a 3-point lead for Cignal, the biggest they've had in the game.
Choi Diao
Yeah.
will return. He has been the starter for the past few years. Coach Dante deciding to go with Tagibolos, but Diao's experience is needed now on the floor.
We've seen him come in and out of the games. No whistle, we play on. Players all acting like referees there. Check ball.
And Owa Retemar was contesting that call, but based dun sa vantage point natin, hindi nahawakan
Yes.
ni JP Bugawan yung bola. So, it wasn't an illegal touch from the HD Spikers. They stopped midway, and that cost them the point. Cignal is now up by 4.
Which is their biggest lead in the match. And their first time to really enjoy the upper hand. Desquitado has to dig down low. Retamar sets this. Oh, well done. Pipe attack. Almendras connecting. Three against 6, and Yao is going to be on your picture, all set to serve. To the other end, Umandal whips it against the blockers. And Retamar's effort, unfortunately, all for naught as it sails outside.
No team has the upper hand, even if one team loses the set. Ang bilis nung recovery. That's what
Exactly.
happened in set number 2. And now Cignal is trying to sprint to that 25-point mark. They don't want to play catch-up.
No,
That is
no.
dangerous territory for the HD Spikers. They already suffered the heartbreak in the Challenge Cup. They don't want another silver finish here in the Spikers turf. Again, that is a 25-game winning streak for the HD Spikers.
In the meantime, serve will return to NU Santa Elena after that point.
That was the 15th point of Jade Desquitado.
Wow.
He's the only player in double digits right now para sa Nationals. Nico Almendras has been quiet.
Owa has gone almost exclusively to Retamar, playable. Mokaba unable to lift it high enough and in the right direction. Blaming himself, but it's 8-4. First technical break.
Cignal here in the Spikers Turf Finals. Sir Seven Neil, you guys talked about Owa Retamar earlier, and you know, one person that really speaks highly of Owa is EJ Casanya. Sabi nga ni EJ sa akin kanina, it's a bigger challenge for him as a setter in this game to have Owa Retamar on the other side of the court. Dahil high school pa lang sila sa Perpetual, alam niya na what kind of magic Owa can unleash as a playmaker. But you know what EJ did before this game to deal with that, to boost his spirits, was to watch the replay of their championship game last conference. He was player of the game that day. I interviewed him and Coach Dex, at sabi ni Coach Dex in that interview na si EJ yung missing link ng Cignal. Kaya naman yun yung pinakahawakan niya today as Cignal attempts to make it 2-for-2 in 2023. Back to you guys.
Great story, Doreen Soy Baguio, and you know, players find different ways to motivate themselves in for these big games, and that last point makes it 5 against 8. That will not cross over, and 2 straight points now since the technical break for NU.
That was definitely low for Peter Torres. It's been a while since we last saw that slide attack on the side of Cignal HD.
They haven't gone to it all that often. I could count 3 or 4 times, and not much success, I suppose.
They have relied on the attacking of Jao Mandal and Isay Marasigan.
Oh, Peter is caught.
There is familiarity dun sa slide attack kasi hinawakan din ito nila Coach Dante before. So Chumason and Jigha will replace Torres in that position.
You know it's coming in. When Torres makes that move, you know it's coming in. Suddenly, it's 3 straight points by NU Santa Elena, and they come within 1.
That 1-point lead.
Oh, look at this. And the service says that's 4 straight points. We are tied at 8.
If you have expectations in this ball game, throw it all out because we will not find out kung ano nga ba talaga yung mangyayari in the next coming rallies. It's a seesaw affair.
So unpredictable. It's championship night. Nakakatawa naman, nandiyan kayo, at kung kayo ay gusto nyo makisali, maki-tweet na lang po. Maki-X. Samantala, tabla sa 8. Oh, Ejiga making a clean connection, restores the lead to Cignal.
Jewel Asia is so confident every time he gives that second ball to his attackers. And ang taas ng percentage of success nila every time they make this substitution. Actually, pwede pa nga rin siyang first setter sa Cignal.
But he seems to be content with that role. Retamar. Ooh, bullet.
So Manggid couldn't control the power in that Disquitado hit.
My digging skills are still there. Despite the last 30 years, my friend. I protected you. Natawa ka. 9-0. Mahaba-habang sayawan ito, mga kaibigan.
Still needs a lot of practice, definitely, pagdating sa jump serve. It is a very tricky type of serve.
No, diba? But if you're a coach and you see that, sige lang. Ang attitude ko siya, why not coconut eh? Eto, lumilipad! Lumilipad!
He's having the game of his life right now. Jade Disquitado. Crystal clear skies for that D-ball.
Well said, well said, well said. Parang the weather out there is clear and we will land in Iloilo with fair weather. Oh, well dug up. Sumagi, Almendres, reached 4 by Miguel. Strikes and connects.
Cignal will welcome the contributions of Wendell Miguel in this set. He has also been quiet on the offensive end.
Yung score natin, tip to, para ka naglalarong tic-tac-to. Alam mo naman kung saan pupunta. Here we go. 11-10. Nice drop. Sumangit. And there comes the contribution again from Miguel. Gives them a 2-point lead.
Quick 2 points for Wendell Miguel will give them that 2-point lead. Great recognition on the side of Manuel Sumangid, diving for that drop ball.
Boy, the coaches have pins, needles, and everything else. In
That's
play.
alive.
Yeah, yes it is. Retamar returns it to Aringo. Sumangid is there. Asia tracks it down. Miguel denied entry.
Bugawan couldn't control the rebound, and Choi Diao will register his first kill block of the game.
Here comes Nico Almendres and his serve. Umandal kneeling down. Oh, yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Beautiful set from Jewel Asia.
And what a delivery that time by JP Bugawan. Watch this.
First pass was a little bit off the setter zone, but Jewel Asia, very elegant on that set. Saktong-sakto yung bato para kay JP Bugawan.
13-11. Regalo pounced upon. It's now a 3-point lead by Cignal HD. Watch what happened here. Regalo.
Yeah, overpass from Sumagi.
Naku, may problema passing bigla ng NU. They're falling apart here.
That is the second shot pass from Sumagi. And Oaratamar didn't have much of a choice but to send it to the right pin.
4-point lead by the HD Spikers. Dante Linsonorin will wait for the technical timeout most likely here, or they can get a point.
That's a better pass.
And they do get the point.
Desquitado, just unstoppable. We've been mentioning his name a lot here in this championship knockout match.
I'm thinking he's about 20 points now.
Near that mark. I believe he's
18,
near
18.
that mark.
Kasi 14 yun ni-report natin kanina. We'll confirm it in a while. Umandal, cuts it! And the HD Spikers have a 4-point lead here in the third. It depends on what roles you are given and how you perform in those roles in this game.
Right now, it is also a battle between the outside hitters of our competing teams. Jao Mandal is being Jao Mandal, but Jade Desquitado is shining so bright here in the knockout match. Right now, he already has 19 points, 1 point away from reaching the 20-point mark. Their semi-stats speak for itself. 39 for Jao, 57 for Jade.
And we're so glad that you could join us throughout our journey for the Spikers Turf this season. We're coming to a conclusion tonight. Just like to salute our hardworking technical and production staff for just teaming up so well. Paco Arena, different venues as well. In the meantime, there was a stretch they were doing both the PNBF and the Spikers Turf at the same time. 16-13 now is the count.
Now that is point number 20 officially for Jade Desquitado.
Aringo will serve. Umandal receiving. Sanya. Desquitado. Did he get it? No, he did not. Could have been 21.
It was a half-big block. You saw that he was very tentative na parang gusto niyang ibaba yung kamay niya last second.
Hindi niya forte yun eh. Hindi niya usual scoring area yan eh. Excuse me yan. It's 17-13. It's a slow walk to the finish line here.
Look at the adjustment that NU made. Tinatago nila si Jade Desquitado on the receiving end. So he only needs to focus on the attacks.
Mandal gets it back. Back row work now. They managed to make it an attack. Casanya and Giga, it's on the ground.
Donut hole sa depensa ng Nationals. They were expecting a hard hit from Chumason and Jigha. Desquitado is at 56% success rate in the attacking department. 19 for 34. Isay Marasigan is at 61%, 14 out of 23.
Alam mo, parang for every 2 spikes, 1 is sure. Mantala, you're clipping at 50%.
Yeah.
60 is also phenomenal. Mandal.
40 is actually good already,
Yes.
but when you're at the 50-60 point, Nico Almendras.
Gusto ko yung lipad ni Almendras. Iba, no?
He has mastered that sharp cross throughout the years that we've seen him play in the UAAP, in the Spikers Turf, in the Challenge Cup. Magpapalit na ng server si Coach Dante.
Abanilla. This is Jam Abanilla seeing action for the first time here. 3-point lead for Cignal. Casanya. Great connection. Miguel makes it 19-15.
Cignal very composed here in set number 3. They're not letting the Nationals get close in terms of score.
Chu and Giga will serve. 19-15 count here. Close all the way through all this set so far. Close to the net. Almendras hooks it in.
The right spin and the right amount of power to get the break point for the Nationals.
Retamar all set to serve. In play. Casanya. Miguel, yes. He has been a factor here in this third set.
All of his attacks came from off-the-block hits. And you're right. These are the much-needed contributions dun sa supporting cast ng Cignal.
Serve. Overpass, and Miguel continues to be a factor. Gives them a 5-point lead at 21-16. There's a challenge, though.
It will be a net touch challenge by the Nationals. They're having the same problems that they had in set number 1. Yun lang naman talaga, it's the shaky passing.
Alam mo naman, ang ideal sa volleyball is that you pass perfectly each time. Pero ang mga hataw ng spike kasi iba-iba each time. Iba-iba ang hulog. So, hindi ka laging planted on your 2 feet when you make the pass. Kung minsan tumatalong ka, humihiga ka. So there are those moments where you hope to be a little more consistent. 16 against 20 is the score. The challenge is currently in progress. I sense this might be a break challenge more than anything else.
And the players from Santa Elena NU were already saying that it was a good ball, but mukhang gusto ng break ni Coach
Yeah, they're looking at the screen actually. They're looking at themselves. Here we go. Malayo. Wala.
Unsuccessful challenge as expected.
You know, I was chatting with Ray Navarro of the Sports Vision team that produces, of course, our brings the games of the PBL as well as the Spikers there. Ang nagawa ng the challenge, natanggal yung angal ng angal yung mga coaches. Blocked and out.
Santa Elena will put up their last stand here in the final moments of set number 3. Cignal just 4 points away. The Nationals need 4 points to tie this game up.
Almendras, Casanya. No whistle. No whistle, but there's going to be a challenge.
Floor touch challenge.
Did you see Dex Clamor scamper for the challenge?
It was a heavy fall from Owa Retamar.
Yeah, it is. He's holding on to his chest. And just to go back to the old days when we had no challenge, when that would happen, the coaches would go bananas.
And pag hindi talaga pumito yung referee, you can't do anything about it.
And my dear favorite is, of course, my dear coach Roger Guerrero, who always loved the game, and we miss him also. Samantala, ayan na naman yung music na parang news. Jao Umandal seems to have fit in nicely here. Well, then nakakampin na niya ang marami dyan sa national team din naman eh. Ito. Silip tayo. It's a challenge by Cignal, by the way. Here. Yeah. It's already on the floor.
Clear as day. That will give Cignal their 22nd point.
It's nothing against the referees, really. It's just to make the right call.
Bird's eye view rin kasi yung
Naman.
tingin nung first referee, so that is a difficult angle.
Oh, Desquitado, that's 20.
21, make that 21 big
It
points.
doesn't matter now. He's the only one scoring.
He's now embracing
The
his
role.
future role
As
here.
the scoring machine. Oh, what a time for a mistake from the service area.
Crucial service error there. Biggest lead in all of the sets that we've played at 5 dito sa tail end.
For Cignal, kasi merong 7-point lead kanina ang Santa Elena no second. Samantala, ito. Ooh, tough pass. What tough pass, sabi ni Desquitado. Off the block, off the dig, off the set. Regalo, 22.
Jay Desquitado just exploding here in the finals.
And here come Ordiales and Belestrino anew.
Right now, that is the decision-making style of Owa Retamar. As long as one player is really on a roll, dun niya pa rin talaga ibibigay.
Medyo porsyento, no? Why not, no? Diba? Huwag natin pahirapan yung laro. Umandal has been digging superbly. And gets it on the cross. We're at set point for Cignal.
Chuma Soninjeka sold his approach so well against Open Mukaba.
And they'll be serving for the set. Here comes Isay Marasigan. Oh, what an angle by Ordiales.
That play deserves a replay. Grabe. Look at that monster of a hit before the attack line.
At saka yung angulo, no? Time out.
Iwalay, backwake mo na. Si Joe, kung dalawahin, may 5 ka, may 8 ka. Okay? Frontline ka rin. Receivers, kahit papasok yung receive, walang problema. Frontline to. Marami kang option. Okay? Pag dito pumunta yung bola, tube, dito pumunta yung bola, mag-big quick ka na lang. Pwede mong i-8, pwede ka mag-5.
Matapos.
Okay? Pare, kahit kanina ibigay, tiwala sa sarili.
Ay, dahil matapos ha.
Anong gagawin pag anong gagawin pag kapatado?
Coverage.
Still with us on championship night, and NU Santa Elena saving 1 set point here. Desquitado. And Giga blasts away. Yes, 2 set points saved.
Ganda ng balasa ng mga coaches natin right now. Coach Dante fielding in Ordiales.
And look at this. Dex Clamore wants a break in the action, a ceasefire.
Okay. O sige, Jay. Diskarte mo. Diskarte mo ha. Then frontline ka. Pasahan lang muna ulit. Tama naman ha. Let's go.
ulit.
Twenty-four, 21. Desquitado Kahit sino. Kahit sino daw.
The finisher, Jao Mandal, getting that set point for the HD Spikers. And now they're up 2-1 in this championship match against the Nationals.
The Cignal HD Spikers are a set away from winning it all here in the Invitational Conference. Some highlights and numbers with Neil Flores.
You know what I loved about set number 3 is that both teams played really clean in terms of the unforced errors. Both teams were able to limit that department. Yun nga lang, NU had a couple of shank passes in crucial stages of set number 3. The balls were still playable. Kaya namang iset yun ni Oware Tamar.
Yeah.
But he was forced to make decisions that would get blocked or get defended well by the HD Spikers. And Cignal, being a great attacking team, held that control. They had 21 attacks compared to the 15 of NU. But in set number 2, we have to remember that both teams weren't able to register service aces. But in set number 3, Santa Elena NU had 2. And they also had 2 blocks compared to the single one of the HD Spikers.
And it has now boiled down to how well, it's not the blocking, it's more of the passing that is critical. And who will decide and how this will be decided. And they've got to make their stand here. And if you're Cignal, you want to end it right here, right now. On NU, your backs are against the wall here, entering the 4th. You have no choice. You've got to look at Cignal straight in the eye and say, we're not going too far away. Again, welcome to Championship Night. It's the Cignal HD Spikers to the right of your screen. And to your left are the NU Santa Elena Nationals. 2-1 lead by the Cignal HD Spikers.
Composure will be tested on the side of the Nationals, and the killer instinct will be tested on the side of Cignal HD. Nico Almendras starting it the right way for NU. That is his 13th point of this game. Dalawa lang yung nasa double digits for the Nationals. It's Disquitado and Almendras. Tatlo na for the HD Spikers, Marasigan, Umandal, and Bugawan.
Si Disquitado, 22, 23.
22 points.
22. In the meantime, Cignal gets its first point.
Coach Dante hasn't used Buds Budin in this entire game. And he is coming from that ankle injury.
He likes, Dante's style is he likes to stay with the core. And the nature of this game seems to move in that direction. It is now, go ahead please, sorry.
I guess it's too late already for you to use Budsbudin. Masyado ng malamig, and this is already the fourth set. They're down 2-1, so you have to stick to your starters kasi sila na yung mainit and they already have that flow inside the court.
Umandal finding a way to score on the cross, which is his favorite. We're at 2 apiece here in the fourth.
Closing a gold medal match is always a different
It's
mountain to
always
climb.
hard. And later on, the award ceremony, we will have the Japanese team picking up the bronze medal in a 5-setter we had earlier today. Desquitado continues to percolate.
Point number 23. This is a countdown to the 30-point mark for Jade Desquitado. Might be his career high here in the Spikers turf.
And here is the Japanese side waiting for this to finish to receive a great souvenir going home. They played a very enthusiastic game earlier today.
Tight set.
Yes. And nowhere to go on that one for Santa Elena. We are squared at 3.
Sumagi was telling Jade Desquitado that pwede pang i-challenge yun to a joust.
Kita mo naman kay Desquitado, may mga skills na pwede pa niyang hasain eh. Samantala, that is hit out. Mukhang tumama sa chest ni Mukaba. And Cignal has a slight lead, 4-3. And the captain, Marasigan, will serve. Sails in cleanly. Both sides have served well, actually, here today. Desquitado's shot is... And naguluhan, double touch. Double contact.
For Cignal to close this out, they really have to limit the numbers of Jade Desquitado here in the fourth set.
Bantayan na nila. Tabla po sa 4. And here comes Desquitado. Umandal, creative move.
Desquitado was almost there for the pickup. Just a mini-second late. Nahinayang siya, nandun na siya eh.
Ito, kita mo, parang just a few inches away.
Half of his knuckle.
Just a few. 5-4, lamang po ang Cignal. Maingay ang bench ng Cignal. Umandal serve. Rocket goes out. Ang sipag no NU dancers, ano? Hasang-hasa sa Paco Arena yan eh. 5-all.
After the Spikers turf, next natin sila makikita is in Feb for the UAAP.
Oh, yes. In the meantime, Mokaba delighted over that one because that service ace gives them a 1-point lead.
Finally got his range in that jump serve.
And he will continue to do that.
Kaya hinahayaan siya ni Coach Dante kasi
Totoo
pag
yan,
pumasok yung serve ni Obed Mokaba,
And mainit eh. Sabi niya, hindi ka mainit din ang palo ko.
Supersonic Giga holding up the fourth in that middle blocker position.
Did not start today, huh? Both coaches coaching very hard. I love watching them. Tamar reverses. Overpass on the first move. Tough angle, and Almendras continues to score. I think that's point number 14.
This is the time for Almendras to come up big. He had a lot of support from Jade Desquitado in the past 3 sets, but they need the senior, they need the top scorer to be in the fold for the Nationals.
So critical, so crucial here in this fourth set. 7-6 tally here. Retamar's serve. Close to the net for Casanya. High up, kinuha sa taas ni Bugawan, and Bugawan does the Bugawan.
out of reach for the triple block set, the double block set by Santa Elena.
Uh-oh. Almendras. Casanya leaping into the air. Double block, solid. Jao securing the lock there. And NU Santa Elena is ahead of Cignal at the technical break.
Still NU versus Cignal here in the Spikers Turf Finals. Sir 7 Neil Jao Umandal is on the verge of getting his very first gold in the Spikers Turf after playing for 6 years in the league. In 2017 to 2019, he was with PLDT. He got 2 bronze medals and 1 silver medal. With Navy, he got bronze. With AMC, he got silver. But he was always the bridesmaid and never quite the bride, kaya naman being with Cignal, which Jao says is one of the biggest blessings he received in 2023. He hopes to finally get a taste of that gold. Back to you guys.
Kailan kaya siya magiging groom?
I was about to say the same thing.
Pero baka tonight, ano ha? And look at this. There's a fan in the stands. This is a good one, ladies and gentlemen. We're so happy you're part of this. 8-all. Miguel, who had a good third set. Miss-hit, but who cares? If you're NU Santa Elena, thank you, thank you, thank you. Nine, 8. Joy Diao. Umandal. Percolating. Ilan na yan si Umandal?
He was at 15 points earlier, so I think he's at 16 or 17.
17. So tatlo ka mo ang nasa double figures sa Cignal, no? Tatlo? Yeah.
Bugawan is at 80% attack efficiency.
Okay.
12 out of 15.
Okay. And Disquitado continues to do the Disquitado. Anybody's match, ladies and gentlemen. Back and forth we go. 10-9 tally here. Here's Leo Aringo's serve. Did he get it? Yes, he did.
Lloyd Yasafat and Joel Asia once again will come in for Coach Dexter Clamor. They need to separate themselves from the Nationals in terms of score. They need to establish
some
good
kind
amount of lead.
A comfortable lead. Win by Cignal in the set, ices it. Playable. Close to the net. Blocked.
It's becoming predictable for the Nationals. Shumason and Jega followed the ball trail. Didn't go for the block against Obed Mukaba. And that was a total shutdown for Jay Disquitado.
He just knew that it was not going to Mukaba. 11-10, close and tight here. Retamar. Oh! Mukaba said, I can do that too.
That is a pleasant change in the distribution.
Nothing at 11. Whoever gets a good run here might have a chance to ice this set. Disquitado. Oh, what happened there? Well,
Misreceive from the HD Spikers will give the Nationals a 1-point lead.
after being down the most part of this fourth set, they were even down throughout most of this set, actually, by 1 point at least. And when in doubt, go to Mandal.
We can feel the hunger in the eyes of Jao Umandal. He wants that gold medal. Ang tagal niya nang inaantay yung chance na to.
Just to improve on the thought about Doreen's report earlier, he wants to be the group that brings home the bride. That's the better interpretation there. Umandal, however, messed up that shot, and it's now 13-12.
He's at 19 points right now, 17 attacks, 2 blocks.
Boy, I kind of sense he was in that area. In the meantime, we have Mokaba. Obed shot, wild ball. Had an ace earlier.
It's go big or go home, I guess, when he's on the service deck.
We've been tied at 11, 12, and 13. But that doesn't last very long with these two teams.
Now we see the middle blockers of Santa Elena chipping in terms of points.
Retamar and his serve. Sumanggit slides. Umanda, no, sorry. That's Josaphat, sorry. Yes.
They look alike.
Yung buhok lang. Saka yung palo eh. So, we're tied at 14. What else is new?
That is Josaphat's 7th point, I believe.
Coming off the bench, huh? Oh! Oh! Victory lap.
He's doing everything right now for the Nationals. Front row, pipe attack. Lahat na.
Almendras, Miguel. Asia. Miguel. Almendras. Mintis.
He was too far from
Yes,
the net.
for that drop.
But he's at 27 points. 3 points
Nakita
away.
niya kasi yung open space sa kaliwa. He changed his mind. Pwedeng paluhin actually eh.
Good intention, but
naman.
you have to remember that if you're going for a cut shot na malayo sa net, you have to inject more power to it.
Oo eh, kasi yung layo mo eh, may distansya, may gap eh. 15. Oh, and we arrive at the technical time at the second one of the fourth. 16-15, Cignal. Okay, no matter what happens to this game and whatever result, we will have the awarding ceremony right after, and we will salute the teams as well as individual great performances will be honored today. Yes, it is the championship showdown, and it's currently 16-15. Seb Sarmento here with Neil Flores, Doreen Soy Baguio. Wow, what happened there?
giving opportunities for the Nationals to come back in this match.
Here's Diao. We've been tied almost every step of the way since the 10th point. Here's Umandal, and that's 20 points.
He's been leading this team from the preliminaries, from the pool phase to the semifinals. This is his last goal for the year.
18 attacks, 2 blocks. He has 20 excellent receptions and 4 excellent digs. And they have the lead, which might be the more important stat there. Ooh. Nag-alanganin. Blocked. Misfired. Mishandled. Referee at top. Referee Celso says there's a cross on the middle.
Pwede challenge to. I-challenge
They can challenge. That's the
crossing. Siya, pagtapak mo kanina, challenge nyo na lang. Pwede naman challenge eh.
football challenge. The first referee is saying that somebody crossed that center line. And
I agree with
the
Red.
Spikers were livid in that last call.
Akala ko naalis na yung angal-angal. Sabi ni referee Bobby Celso, challenge nyo na lang, di ba? May court of appeal naman known as the challenge. We have a good-sized crowd here at the Philoil Ecoil Center, the home of Philippine volleyball, really. Premier Volleyball League, of course, and the Sports Vision group had their early start here in this venue, among the early venues that they had developed for the game. So we're just awaiting a decision on this. What could be, Neil, a critical result, huh?
This can be a turning point for either team. For Cignal, they have to focus. They can't lose focus.
Yeah. By one.
Pag may umaakal. But yeah. Yes, there was a center line fault based on that replay. But yes, that will be unsuccessful. Somebody really crossed that center line.
Oo naman, I think so. Tabla tayo sa 17.
Double sub, Velostrino and Ordiales again for Coach Dante.
Familiar routine. Boy, this is championship night.
Yeah. Crunch time, 17 all.
Coaches on both ends at the edge of their seats. Reverse. Perfectly done. Marasigan delivers a killer blow.
Jade Descatado is holding on to his left foot.
So far, mukhang pwede ipagpag muna, no? Seems to be
checking if he can jump. But Velostrino can go to Ordiales. Fresh legs there for Coach Dante Linsunurin. You also have Obin Mukaba.
Cannonball out of reach. And in a good sporting gesture, Dante Linsunurin stepped out of the way. Kasi playable eh. Oh well, Neil, it's tabla. 18-0.
I'm just happy that we're seeing a lot of quality exchanges from our competing teams.
Binalik kay Umandal. Casano, did he get the corner? Yes, he did.
100% that hit. Jao Mandal continues his hot streak here. They have a 1-point lead.
But somehow that 1 point you have been saying, Neil, has not been enough. Hindi rin maitawid ng signal kanina yan. Pero ito, tingnan natin. You're taking a slow journey. Slow boat to the finish line here. Off Marasigan. Miguel will not force it. Mukaba, Pelestrino. That punches through for Ordiales. Tied at 19.
Coach Dante found another gem in Ordiales. Walang kaba-kaba. He always goes for every hit with so much confidence.
Wala, lipat lang ng lipat si Toto Ordiales eh. Here comes Mukaba. Made sure this time. Gitna, tinaas ni Mukaba. Oh! Almendras with a big scorcher that gives them the lead at 2019.
That is the leader of Santa Elena getting a crucial attack point. Oh! But the point will return to Cignal after that service error of Obed Mukaba. Now Alfred Valbuena will be coming in.
First time, man? First time, no?
First time in this entire game to replace Chu Mason and Jigha. This will add an option for EJ Casanya para sa back row. There are 3 players
Kaya nga
on
pala,
the side of the HD Spikers that can go for back row hits. Then he has Bugawan and Wendell Miguel sa harapan.
Medyo kailangan baguhin ang atake ng konti, eh, no? Almendras, reverse. Oh! Big one. Ordiales.
We don't want to be in the shoes of the players right now.
What a player to have coming off the bench. IO, instant offense.
Simplicity is really the name of the game for Coach Dante.
This precarious 1-point lead. Sumanggid. Miguel is denied access. Ringo!
Single block against Wendell Miguel. Leo Aringo helping the cause of the Nationals to tie things up at 2 sets apiece.
Timeout by Cignal.
Oh yun, nagulat tayo. Hindi natin in-expect. So dapat pataasan ng onte kay EJ para mag-iskartehan. Ha? Wendell, endgame! Sinabi ko sa'yo, tayo yung matanda dito. Hindi pwedeng nawawala pag endgame. Tayo yung tayo yung magagabay sa kanila.
Sistema muna. Magiging natin yung dalawa na.
Okay.
Kasama mo na. Front line ka.
Let's go! Awesome! One team!
Two-point lead by the NU Santa Elena Nationals here at this critical stretch of set number 4. Sumanggid. That is going to connect for Bugawan.
EJ Casanya has to remember that Bugawan is at an 80% conversion rate today. So every time he's in the front row, kailangan mapagana mo si JP Bugawan.
You gotta feed that scoring machine. One-point lead. Retamar, one-handed set. Oh! Almendras!
What a save by Owa Retamar. It was already going over to the side of the HD Spikers after that overpass from Sumagi. But that one-hand save did the trick for the Nationals. Almendras with a kill.
Yung mga magagaling na setter na will do that one-hander. playable. Hinabol ni Aringo. Back row, Umandal is there. It's high up and playable, but it's a free ball. Becomes a set. And it is now set point for NU Santa Elena.
Point number 28, I believe. We're running out of space for Jade Desquitado. And now they're at set point.
And let's allow Cignal to have this freeze timeout.
Servicean natin ng malakas, lock tayo ng maayos, and ang all 24 sa atin yan.
Let's go.
Okay?
Let's go. Let's go, guys.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
Hey, Cignal!
Okay, the funny part of that long buzzer, it got the scoreboard conked out, and now it's back at 24-21.
Such a long buzzer.
Yes.
28 points for the Jade Desquitado. That is the official count.
30 ito. Well, depends on the next two plays, I guess.
Cignal still alive.
Yeah, with saving one set point.
But Aretamar just needs to make one good set play in this rotation for them to challenge Cignal into a deciding set.
And
3 attackers in the front for the Nationals.
And why not on championship night? Huh? Go all the way. Here's Miguel. Retamar. Playable. Kasanya got to it. Ooh, hindi naka-atake ang Cignal. Ito, naka-atake naman ng NU. Mandal. Oh, kept in play by Almendras. No, problematic. Almendras. Retamar. Desquitado! The magic number seems to be 25-22. Watch this. Watch this.
Jade Desquitado going all in that last hit. Point number 29.
And 30 is forthcoming. We need, why not, on championship night, a 5th set.
It is only fitting for us to end our season on a high note. It is the 5th set between the Cignal HD Spikers and the Santa Elena Nationals for your championship match of the Invitational Conference of the Spikers Turf. We called it, you wanted it, so we're giving it to you. It is a race to 15 between two squads. Will it be perfection for the Cignal HD Spikers, or will it be redemption for the Santa Elena Nationals? Jade Desquitado and Ordiales shining bright for the Nationals in set number 4. Big contributions at crucial junctions of the game for the second stringers of NU. They were tied in the attacks department 15 apiece. Cignal led in blocking 3-2. But Cignal committed more unforced errors. So now it is a race to 15. Pressure will definitely be on the side of the HD Spikers. They've been in this situation already in the Challenge Cup. They're in the same situation here in the Invitational Conference of the Spikers Turf. They know what to avoid. They know what to do. For the Nationals, they have that wave of momentum on their side.
Again, to recap, first set going the way of Cignal. The magic number seems to be 25-22. Second set going the way of NU. Santa Elena, same count, 25-22. Third set going to Cignal, 25-21. And the fourth going the other way at 25-22. Welcome to set number 5. And why not? Why not on a championship night? Race to 15, though. Each possession, each pass will be vital to the end result you want to achieve here.
Right now in attacking in all of the sets, Cignal already registered 69, 64 for NU, and all the other skill sets halos pantay lang.
First point belongs to Almendras.
He's okay with being in the background. But when you need it the most,
ignore me, forget about me, but I'll hit you when you least expect it. Sigurado pa yung serve na, no? Oh, pumasok ba? Pasok.
Inside for JP Bugawan. And you can challenge. And yes, they will do that.
Dex Clamor, sure that it's in, but let's just make sure. I have sometimes some thoughts that if Dante Alinsunurin were head waiter or the maitre d' in a restaurant, nothing will disturb him. Ano? He'll just be, oh, ito, may tao dito. Dito pasok. Tuloy lang.
Always very calm. In all
I am not,
instances.
even in the early years, when we've had the early years of the Spikers Turf, he was a player, Air Force, and it was so much fun because most of the coaches were playing that time. Oh, look at this. It is inside.
Cignal will get their first point.
Alam mo ginagawa ni Dex. Don't be bothered by that. Don't be bothered. Go to the next point na.
That is something that you cannot control. And at this point, you have to focus on things that you can manage.
Next point na. Diba? That's what Dex is doing. He's taking nothing against Dante here. That's a home run.
Yes, there was a check ball.
Oh.
So officially, Jade Desquitado gets to 30 points. What a star.
Ano na eh, no? It was inevitable. Sa porsyento ginagawa ni Retamar eh. Oh, well done. When in doubt, do the Bugawan.
That is a calculated risk for EJ Casanya. Reverse set for that quick attack. That is good.
Tabla. 2-2-2. Anybody's match.
19
Anybody's
points as a middle blocker. Very impressive.
Anybody's championship.
He still has a lot of fuel in that tank.
31. blame Retamar also. Porsyentuhan na tayo. Huwag na natin pahirapan ito. Hanggat gumagawa yun.
They have youth on their side.
Yeah. Blocked! Airtight!
Point number 31.
And now he says, I'm going to sharpen this block kill of mine.
2-point lead for the Nationals.
Aringo. Oh, Sumagi. Sumagi got it blocked and going nowhere. It's a 3-point lead for NU Santa Elena. Timeout for Cignal.
Hey, di pa tapos yan. Okay. Hey, makinig. Tatlo lang. Makapasa tayo, makaside out tayo, dalawa na lang. Tatsagain lang natin. Lagi may go-cover pag hindi mo para sa kasama natin. Pag kayo isa, idulo mo para may zone out. Oh, pinaikot lang, magpapalit ako ng dalawa. Makakahabol tayo. Let's go! Paano natin to sa atin? Signal! Signal!
Here's that last sequence.
I stand corrected. That was point number 32.
Sabi ko na, you were right.
Desquitado.
What's a point between you and me right now? That's no problem.
Now, EJ Casanya needs to rethink his decision-making right now because Obed Mukaba is a force to be reckoned with. So, he should maximize Jao Mandal on the left pin.
That's a toss. It's a push, actually. It is outside. And suddenly, Cignal is coming unglued. It's a 4-point lead by the Nationals. By the way, for the benefit of all our viewers, when we complete the match here, those of you following on One Sports, we'll give you the final score and final result. The awarding and post-game will continue on One Sports Plus and Pilipinas Live. That's our programming schedule for today. I'll repeat that later. 6-2 is the count here.
Jao Mandal is talking to the setters of Cignal. He's really asking for the ball. He hasn't been getting a lot of touches
That's a
here in
good
the
point.
fifth
That's
set.
a good point. That's a good observation. Did they get it? They got it. That'll make it 6-3. That was a 4-0 run by NU. They've been doing well when they get a run going. 4-0, 7-0. They held on during that critical stretch in the second, actually. Retamar. Desquitado, handled well by Miguel. Umandal rejected. Sumangit is there. Mandal got it on the line.
That is also inside, says the lines judge. That is inside.
I don't think Dante is trying to make a decision here, but I don't think he'll.
The Team B of NU, they're signaling that it was definitely inside, so they don't want to waste any challenge opportunities. They might need
needed
that
it sa
later
dulo.
on.
Yeah. 6-4. Almendras was played so well here today. Desquitado. Check ball. Check ball. Check ball. Referee Celso is so sure of it.
Jao Mandal agrees that there is a check ball.
What a twist and change in fortunes here, Neil. Chinaga ng NU eh.
Especially in that fourth set.
Yes. Reverse. Yes. You were saying about Umandal.
Right call for Jewel Asia there to use Jao Mandal from the right. He has a lot of options right now, but in the fifth set, pipili ka talaga nung tried and tested,
Yes.
na battle tested, mataas na porsyento, and now you're still down by 2 points.
8-5 will change sides here. What a tense, exciting, and thrilling moment for Philippine volleyball in the men's game at that. 8-5 count. No guarantee for NU Santa Elena yet. Now some subs being made. They're clarifying.
Abanilla will be serving.
He did that earlier also.
They want a sure serve. That's why they had this substitution.
And they also inquired sa rotation, to be sure. Because you don't want to be called with a rotation mistake at this stage of the battle.
Malaki na tong 3-point lead in the 5th set. So let's see if the Nationals can close it out. The last time they beat the HD Spikers in the finals was in the 2022 Open Conference.
Yes.
Oh! What a time to commit a miscue. Jao Mandal
Got hit on the jaw yata.
that brings the lead to 4 for Santa Elena.
Let's see if we can see the point of contact here. Well, this is going to be tumama yung siko sa nguso, no? Somewhere near the mouth. Si Josafat yata yun eh. Anyway, Zhao is up and about. That's good. Shaken, but not steered. Here we go. Asia. Blocked.
Blocking, holding up for the Nationals. Nothing going right on the side of the HD Spikers.
They seem to have come unglued here.
And you can see that they are rattled right now, especially in transition.
Which was the point of Dexter in the second set. A 6-point lead. Dexter Clamore wants a timeout. His team falling behind substantially here in the 5th.
Nahabol natin kanina yung anim. Tuloy lang tayo. Diba? Tuloy lang, pre. Babalik kayo, dalawa. Basahan lang ulit. Maximum circuit na. Go, anim. Habulin natin. Go. Release na. Kailangan na natin pumus. Let's go. Let's go. Cignal. Cignal.
Maraming salamat sa mga nanonood sa Pilipinas Live at saka sa One Sports at One Sports Plus. Gaya ng naiulat ko kanina, ang ating broadcast sa One Sports ay hanggang sa final score po. At ang awarding natin at post-game interviews at pakipag-usap sa mga magwawagi ay mangyayari sa One Sports Plus at Pilipinas Live. Dante Linsonoring egging on his team. You can see him at the bottom of your screen. Let's finish this. Blocked. But that managed to punch through.
Cignal needs to breathe. They need to be able to slow things down. Right now, minamadali ng Nationals yung defenders ng HD Spikers.
Because they don't want the Cignal team to resurrect.
5-point lead there.
We were talking to Jesse Lopez earlier, and we were saying about the PBL and the mind game that plays on. And then the mind game is happening here, Neil. All those things that you're saying are happening all at the same time. Almendras, it's blocked out.
Santa Elena NU on the verge of getting and winning their second championship here in the Spikers turf. Looking to put an end to the 25-game winning streak of the HD Spikers.
They are 3 points away. Retamar just made sure. Retamar got hit, but it's in play. Almendras. Neatly done. Bugawan is not yet done.
There's still life on the side of the HD Spikers. JP Bugawan giving it his all.
CJ Casanya will serve. Sumagi. Oh! And now NU inches closer to the title.
Don't count him out. Nico Almendras may have been quiet in the first few sets, but when it mattered the most,
Well said, yes.
he delivered.
Ooh. Ako. Mali ako. Sorry, sir.
And umikot man sa likod si Nico Almendras. Nasa harapan naman ngayon si Jade Desquitado. He's been on fire, establishing his career high here in the Spikers turf, looking to get the final touches for the crown.
Uh-oh.
Overpass.
Return to sender, however. Drop. Elevated. Here comes Desquitado! And we are at championship point! NU Santa Elena is at championship point after struggling to stay alive.
Jade Desquitado making a case for the finals MVP,
I'm
probably. 6 match points for Santa Elena.
It's championship point, my friend. Casanya.
Oh!
Yes! And NU Santa Elena is the champion of the 2023 Spikers Turf Invitational Tournament. And in a very sporting gesture, Dexter Clamore allowed the coaches of the other side to celebrate first before approaching Dante Linsonorin to congratulate him. What a big comeback win by NU Santa Elena. Help me put things into perspective, Neil.
That is how you come back in a knockout championship game. Santa Elena was down 2-1, but in that 4th set, they pulled out all the stops. Ordiales was a key contributor for this squad, but let's give it to Jade Desquitado and Nico Almendras, the 2 outside hitters of the Nationals, really giving it their all.
And on that note, for all our viewers on One Sports, our final score is that it is a 3-2 win by the NU Santa Elena Nationals. They are the champions of the 2023 Spikers Turf Invitational Tournament. And we will continue with our awarding and post-game presentations and interviews on One Sports Plus and Pilipinas Live.
Welcome back to the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. The Spikers Turf has a new champion, and they are the NU Santa Elena after overthrowing the defending champions, the Cignal HD Spikers, in a 5-set thriller here in the Spikers Turf Finals. And I'm here with our new champions, our winning coach, Dante Alinsunuri, and of course, our Tamar coach. Let's start with you. Nung semifinals, Cignal swept NU. Ano yung ginawa nyo differently in this game that allowed you guys to force a 5th set and of course, get the win over Cignal?
Siyempre una, thankful ako sa naging panalo namin ngayon, and siyempre credit sa player ko, talagang tsinaga nila. Siguro naging mindset lang talaga namin nung pagkatalo namin dun sa Cignal talaga. Medyo struggle kami nung time na talaga, kulang sa tao. Pero yun nga, sabi ko sa player ko, kailangan lang natin tsagain kung ano man yung nagiging problema natin, kailangan natin solusyonan kung ano yung dapat gawin, dapat ayusin. And yun, buti na lang na pagdating dito ng championship, although may struggle pa rin kami dito sa game na to, pero nakuha pa rin namin yung game nito.
Coach, what does it mean to the team to get this championship right before Christmas, right before heading into the UAAP Season 86 volleyball season? Lalo na yung dalawang tournament nyo po before this were quite a heartbreak. What does it mean to the team, Coach?
Siyempre, sobrang importante kasi talagang bago kami lumaro dito ng Spikers set, galing kami sa PBL na hindi namin nakuha ng corona. Pero sabi ko nga sa player ko, dapat matapos natin na taon-taon na to na mag-champion tayo. Yun, buti na lang nag-response yung player ko na nakuha namin itong Spikers set ngayong taon.
Thank you and congratulations, Coach Dante. Walang kupas. Pero punta tayo sa'yo, Owa. Balita ko right before this conference, talagang inanyayahan kayo ni Coach, kayong dalawa ni Nico, to come back, to lead especially the younger guys of the team dito sa conference. How was the whole experience guiding them as their senior, especially as you're going to your last playing season for NU in the upcoming season?
Sobrang hirap kasi para kaming bago ni Nico sa loob ng court and sa team namin. So, alam ni Coach Dante kung gaano kahirap kasi dati hindi naman ako nagchat-chat sa kanya ngayon. Nagchat-chat na ako, nangingi na ako ng tulong. And kanina lang talaga, kinuusap ko sila, sabi ko sa kanila, cherish natin yung moment na last playing year namin dito sa Spikers Turf na magkaasama, na dala-dala namin yung NU Santa Elena. So, all out na natin.
Alam mo, Owa, usually kapag kinakausap kita, sobrang kalmado mo. Pero pagpunta mo dito, medyo emotional eh. So, I'm wondering what makes this championship special? What makes this championship different para sa'yo?
Siyempre kasi ito yung last na playing year ko na maglalaro sa NU. So, gusto ko mag-champion. And next namin, UAP. So, nakita namin na kaya pa namin dagdagan kung ano pa yung kulang namin. Kaya medyo nakakaiyak kasi, siyempre, last na sa paglalaro ko ng college.
Thank you and congratulations, Owa. What a career. And of course, we're very excited na makita kung anong susunod mo. Kayo ni Nico, susunod yung gagawin, especially in the UAAP. Pero punta naman tayo dito kay Jade Desquitado. I think career high yata yung performance mo in this game. Jade, ano yung force, ano yung motivation, inspiration behind your explosive performance tonight?
Siguro kasi sila Kuya Owa kasi nagtiwala sila sa amin na kaya namin maglaro ng todo, tapos hindi nila kami pinapabayaan palagi, tapos lagi nila kaming ginaguide sa loob ng court, kaya hindi kami nahirapan na maglaro hanggang dulo.
Alam mo, Jade, at the start of this conference, kinukwento mo pa sa akin na nag-a-adjust ka pa sa sistema ng NU, nag-a-adjust ka pa kay coach, sa mga teammates mo. Pero looking at your performance here in the finals, parang hindi ka na nag-a-adjust. Parang 100% ka na with this team. What is it about NU that just brings out this potential sa'yo? Kasi ang galing mo na dati, but with NU, you're just explosive, you're unstoppable. What is it with NU?
Siguro yung tiwala nila coach sa akin na binigay. So, yung tiwala na yun, di ko na pinakawalan pa kasi madami kami naglalaban sa pwesto ko. So, ayun, ginrab ko na yung opportunity para makalaro ako sa finals.
Thank you and congratulations, Jade. Napaka-bright ng future mo in NU and of course in the men's volleyball scene. We will see you guys in a bit for the awarding, but for now, we send it back to you, Sir Seven Neil.
Thank you so much, Dorina. Well-deserved win for the Nationals. It was the top collegiate team taking down the top club team here in the Invitational Conference of the Spikers Turf.
well done, and we will don't rush the interviews. And if Doreen, yeah, Doreen has another interview. Doreen, just take it away.
Thank you so much, Sir Seven Neil. Nico, congratulations. Alam mo, you're part of the 2022 team that won over Cignal. Tama ba? Pero si Owo, emotional siya kanina. So I want to ask you also, how special is this, getting this championship again in 2023 with kind of a different lineup, especially with the younger guys of NU?
Siguro para sa akin, madadala namin itong championship na to sa pagdating ng UAP para din may experience yung mga bata, and syempre magtutuloy-tuloy yung pagpanalo namin.
Nico, all throughout this conference, you've always talked about itong conference ito is very special because it is also your way and OWA's way of giving back to NU. Before, when you guys were starting out, yung seniors din yung nag-guide sa inyo. So how was that whole experience guiding these guys? What makes this whole experience special for you?
Yung mga bata naman, sa kuya nila, madali naman sila i-guide, di naman kami nahirapan ni OWA. Sabi lang namin na one game at a time, one pot at a time. Siyempre, yung sistema pa rin ni Coach Dante.
Thank you so much and congratulations, Nico. Excited kami na makita pa ang magic ni Nico Almendras, ni Owar Tamar, and of course, the future of NU Volleyball. But for now, we send it over to you, Sir Seven Neil.
Maraming salamat, Doreen, at sa iyong mga panayam. Big score. Timon nila, no? Nag-alternate yung mga score. Ito, daanan mo yung highlights ng ating fifth set.
It was a really match to remember for Santa Elena NU. They were down in set number 4, but everybody really contributed and focused on their roles.
What a comeback,
for
no?
that comeback. And the fifth set, when they established that lead, they never looked back.
I now believe when you say a 3-point lead is already big, and well, that happened, and Cignal lost their grip on the game.
There were a couple of lapses, I would say, in the distribution in set number 5. There were limited tosses to Jao Mandal, and it was just too late in the end because Santa Elena controlled the net defense, and they were very successful in preventing the attacks of the HD Spikers.
And it all just clicked into place, and they are celebrating, and we will present the awards in just a short while. We'll take a look. Well, it's a painful loss because they already had a 2-1 lead. And again, Jao Mandal will have to wait for that gold medal opportunity to be won at this level, of course.
Nothing to be ashamed about for the HD Spikers.
Nothing at all. And let's take a look at some numbers if we can for a moment. And yes, fifth set.
7 attacks each, but Santa Elena, they focused on Coach Dante's system, and yung sistema na yun is really in the blocking of their squad. 6 blocks compared to the none of the HD Spikers. So we just really saw Cignal as a rattled team in set number 5, but they will end with a silver finish in this year's conference.
Okay, and in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give it to my dear friend, Coach Baki Puela, to take us through the awarding ceremony.
Our medals and trophies to our winners for Season 6, the Invitational Conference of the Spikers Turf, where power meets passion. May I call on our presenters, Ms. Melitza Mozi Ravenna, Tournament Director, Spikers Turf. Our Cignal HD Spikers. For Best Outside Spiker goes to the Cignal HD Spikers, number 2, Joshua Umandal.
Well, you know, Josh may have not won his gold medal yet, but he's going to be pleased with this award.
He has racked up so many individual awards already. And now that is a new one. Best outside hitter. He did everything that he could here in the knockout match against the Nationals.
And you can sense the disappointment, but also the brotherhood. It's also nice to see John Vic de Guzman, one of our players and the captain of our national team as well.
The
Let's
best
go back.
outside spiker goes to our newcomer to our league, Saints and Lattes Letrans #2, John Derek Bautista.
Si Ben Bautista. That's a very good development. The player ng Letran.
Saints and Lattes finishing in 4th place.
He got stymied, then he got checked in one game. Although today he got a little more production going. But I'm happy for this young man because
the next award
he's
is
well
the
on
Best
his way
Middle
to
Blocker
greater
Award.
things for Letran.
These two athletes have wowed our
Next award,
audience with
middle
their net
blockers. Let's
defense
see.
as well as their quick attacks since day one. Their focus on the ball converts opportunities into points for their team. Each team has 2 middle blockers. The first award for Best Middle Blocker clearly goes to Cignal HD Spikers #7, John Paul Bugawan.
And why not?
That's a sure award for JP Bugawan. 80% efficiency today. That wasn't enough to close things out, but he will go home with the best middle blocker.
They just ran out of steam in the crucial stretch of the 4th. And I like your point in the 5th. Yung 3-point lead, malaki na pala yun, no? I haven't done that many
The second award for Best Middle Blocker is surely
JP will
welcomed
go
by
home with
newcomer,
another club
Saints and
and another
Lattes
feather in
Letrans
his cap.
#1,
Another award coming up.
Vince Vire Himzon.
Oh, this guy from Letran also.
You have 2 awardees from the Saints and Lattes and Knights of Letran. They won against Maruichi Hyogo in the semifinals, but lost to the same squad in 5 sets here in the bronze medal match.
And the game where Bem and
The next award
Himzon
is
were
the Best
checked was
Opposite
that game
Spiker
against NU
Award.
Santa Elena, actually.
For the first time in the
Couldn't get
Spikers
going
turf,
there, but
this
he
athlete is
deserved these awards.
recognized
Best
not
opposite
only
spiker
for his
coming up.
attack skills from the right side of the court, but his net defense as well, frustrating his opponent's outside hitters. This conference's Best Opposite Spiker Award goes to #17 of NU Santa Elena Nationals,
Sino
Leo
itong binigyan ng award
Ordiales.
nito?
Leo
Why
Ordiales,
not? Why not? Oh,
much deserved award
oh
also.
yes. What a performance, especially here in the championship game.
Joining the big dogs of the Nationals.
Sabi niya, parang sinasabi niya, ang gugulo niyo.
The
But
next
what a
award
team,
is
huh?
the
If you
Best
have this
Libero Award.
unit, huh?
No stranger to this defensive role, this athlete
Libero.
has developed acrobatic skills, even climbing over ad boards to return a ball to his side of the court to keep the ball
Mr.
alive.
Ricky
A
Palou and Ms.
veteran
Mosi
defender
Rivera. Of
of
course,
their court,
Mosi is our
the best
tournament
libero
director
for
for
this
the
conference
Spikers
comes from
turf
the
and has
Cignal
done so
HD
in a
Spikers,
remarkable job in the
number
last couple of
13,
years.
Manuel Sumanggid III.
Samangid is the best libero, but you could sense his disappointment in the course of the game. Nagkabanggaan pa sila kanina eh.
But in terms of defense, he is still one of the best here in the Spikers turf, adding another Best Libero award under his belt.
I'm not surprised when he gets that award. He's just bundle of... Oh, but this tournament, the Spikers, ang daming magaling na libero, ha? Ang daming na-discover natin na magaling na libero. And we have, I think, one blocker,
now,
best blocker,
most
siguro, and
valuable player of
best
the
digger. Let's wait for the other awards, and we'll have a
This
good
newcomer
photo
has
for everybody
amazed and
afterwards.
thrilled our
Just a few more.
spectators
Oh, the
with
best
his quick
most
attacks
valuable
and
player.
defensive moves at the net. His individual skills have made him truly a Desquitado.
What a talent. What a talent.
That was the right decision for Jade Desquitado to bring his services to the National University program. First of many MVP awards for this kid.
And Owarat Amar did the right thing in the end when he played Porciento and went to be sure to win this. And 32 points ba total? 32, 33. Basta career high. And what a lineup of
Congratulations to all our
great
individual
performers,
awardees and all
individual
our athletes.
achievers,
A big
but the
thank you
teams.
to all our
What a performance by
presenters
NU Santa
and
Elena
our
here. We
supporters.
acknowledge the Japanese team that
We'll see you
came all the
in
way,
next conference. Check
participated
out our
during
website,
the playoffs.
www.spikersurf.ph
Did not win that many
for
games
more
though, but
details.
I'm sure they gained lots of
good
friends and
evening,
experiences
folks.
as well, Neil.
The fitting end to our first guest team ever here in the Spikers turf. Maruichi Hyogo will bring home the bronze medal as they head back to their home country.
It's a very young team. We hope to see them again. But in the meantime, that's it for us. In behalf of Neil Flores, Doreen Suay Baguio, Coach Maki Puela, who emceed our